All right. And we are live. Hi, everybody. Look at who's
Hi,
here.
everybody.
Woo! uh, so hopefully everybody got a chance to see the psychathon. I know Kelly didn't hear about it, but she's hasn't been feeling well, and now she is, and we're glad she's back. So thank you, Kelly. But Teri was on with Danny Shea and also with Reverend Sempe, and had a great time as well. Hers was yesterday, I believe, in the morning. Yep.
Yeah.
And I had been on Sunday night at 8 to 10 p.m. my time. So it was really, really late for anybody. But they're trying to put together what they can, because they were told that we only could have about 10 hours of tape, but they're going to tape in some other things that people are saving. They're working on it. An unbelievable amount of work that Deborah Lupian did for us all. It was and stayed up 24 hours. And I just have to give her a shout out for all the hard work she did. And we had some beautiful people from our community that were moderators that were. Sharon Sipe was there 24 hours. She was there for 24 hours.
Do that.
Yeah. I don't know how she did it, but she did. Sherry was there 24 hours, and Jamie Johnson, she was there a good portion of the time as a moderator. We just had, and she was the troll slayer, so we really appreciated having her there. But anyway, yeah, just a shout out to everybody. Anyway, of course, our beautiful Teri is with us tonight, and Kelly's back in her pink and looks fabulous, feeling much better. And our beautiful Diana, who was just on recently, I believe, with Cartomancy. Were you on today with Cartomancy?
Yesterday with Cartomancy.
Yesterday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, okay. No, I know it is Tuesday, but you had a show. The Akashic show. Okay. All right. The Akashic show. All right.
Yeah, it was
wonderful.
It was a nice. Do we ever have a bad show? I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably not.
Not this show. This show's always
not
No.
the show rocks. Not the Akashic
Yeah.
show, and not with Angela either on Cartomancy. I mean,
Just have a good time.
I'm blessed with good people.
Absolutely. Good juju going on that channel. There you go.
Yeah.
there you go.
So we got Lorraine here, and I have Annie here. They are consecutive, Annie. That's Rossi's dream. So I put it up. Maureen is here. Nice to see you here. And Kaylee's here. And Kaylee, I put the link in if you want to come on and join us and talk about your dream. Sage is appreciated. All right, we'll send you some sage. There you go. Judy Kinland is here. And I'm scrolling down. Ginny, Charlie. Some of them were on my other show. Karen Doyle, Diane G, Scorpio Mama. Rossi, I got your dream up there. Kim B, Karen Doyle. Let's see who else. Yeah, the marathon. I'm glad you liked it. It was awesome. It really was.
It was so much fun.
And thanks to everybody. Yeah, we did. We really did. Aaliyah was there. Amy, Warrior Princess. Good to see you. Anya is here. And Deb Marsh. Oh, thanks, everybody. Everybody was wonderful. Had a lot of people asking dream questions. And I kept saying, you need to come over to the show. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get some of those folks. Hi, Jen Bowles. And who else? Did someone say shenanigans? Welcome, honey. Julie Moon is here. And Lori Hunsinger, wonderful to see you. Carolyn Booker, much love, honey. I hope you're feeling better soon. We're sending our love to you. And Peter, we love you dearly. And who else? Did I miss somebody else? Sally's here. I did watch a little bit of your show with Jean. She was doing orbs with Jean. And if you guys haven't seen Sally on with orbs, first with Val K and then with Jean, check it out. Sally's got some cool orbs going on around her house on all of her cameras. She's out in the middle of the desert, and some of the things fascinating. So yeah.
She attracts all of it.
Yes, She does. She does.
Yeah.
She's a good.
Yeah.
She's a good facilitator of the desert, right?
Right. Yeah.
Hi,
Keeper
hypnicity.
of the
Hi.
land. Keeper of the land.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Joyful Journey. Hi. Yep. Linda Kennedy. Oh, that's great, everybody. Thank you so very much. I think I got everybody, but if I missed anybody, wasn't intentional. Love you guys a lot. Yep. Yep. Oh, here comes Kaylee. All right. So we'll let her do hers first once she gets herself logged in. Uh-oh.
That could be
We
hypnotized.
lost her. That could be.
That could be. Yeah.
This could be what the dream was, enlightenment.
There you go. There she is.
Hey,
Hi, Kaylee. You have a slow connection, it looks like. So I'm going to let you go ahead and tell us about the dream while we still have you, so in case we lose you. So there you go. Yeah. Except she's frozen.
Yeah.
Go.
All right.
Oh,
no. I don't know. Let's see. Huh. Well,
if you can hear us, Kaylee, maybe.
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us. Oh, she started to say something.
yeah, but
we can see you moving now.
Yeah, I don't know how well.
All right.
I can use the StreamYard app, but through here it's not connecting as nicely as it does through the app.
As usual. Okay. Okay. Do you have one on your phone and one on your computer?
So I can type it out. I was hoping to come up on.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You want to do that? Is it easier for you to do that?
Wouldn't open the start app.
Okay. All right. All right then. We'll see you typing it into the chat then, Kaylee. Thank you. All right. Wait a minute. No, she keeps freezing. You keep freezing up, sweetie.
yeah.
All right. Amy, are you wanting to tell us a dream? Is that why you're here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right
hello,
then.
everybody.
Hi, Amy.
And everybody in chat. I've got some good news to start out with. I'm getting my apartment this month.
Yay! That is good news.
Yes.
Cinnamon in the door. Cinnamon in the door.
Yes, I am getting I'm getting my apartment this month. So, if shameless plug, if anybody is interested, I have a link to my apartment wish list up on my page underneath my name.
Okay.
On my page.
That would be Amy Warrior Princess on her channel. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I have an apartment wish list. Sorry, shameless plug, but doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Anyway, the dream I have is and I've had it a couple times. It involves Princes William and Harry.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And I was with them. I was spending they're the ages they are now. Okay, they're
okay.
40, 41 and 39. So I was with them, spending some time with them, just laughing, having a good old time, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I start channeling Diana.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking in her soft, demure, very elegant, demure English accent.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I was they were just like, whoa. And I just started talking, and she's like, I was like, oh, my little boys, you've grown up. You're so handsome. I miss you. I'm so proud of you. But what's
Wow.
going on now needs to stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
And
what you're saying. Yep.
what's going on needs to stop.
Mhm.
And while I'm saying all of this, William has hold of my hand,
Mhm.
and he's accepting what I'm saying, and he's accepting what I'm doing, and he's just holding my hand like he would his mother,
Uh-huh.
and he's just smiling at me, and his eyes are just becoming warm and loving. And as soon as Harry heard me say, as soon as I started talking in Diana's voice, and as soon as I said, this needs to stop, it needs to stop, he dropped my hand and went, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. This can't be true. This isn't, no. And he ran off.
Okay.
And then I looked at William, and he looked at me like, it's okay.
Mhm.
So then after that, the two of us walked to the old Kensington apartment, Kensington Palace Apartments, where they grew up,
Mhm.
where they lived when they were married and they were little boys. And I told him that there was a letter hidden somewhere in the apartment for them. And when I stepped into the apartment, it was like it was like an ethereal thing. The apartment was all white, and you could see the outline of furniture and outlines of windows, but everything was white, like you're in a dream or something.
Mhm.
And then I went over to a wall, and I opened up I kind of bent down, and I kind of opened up a panel in the wall, and I found this box, and it had the letter in it that nobody knew was there. And I looked at it, and I was starting to read it, and then I woke up.
Oh, so you don't know what it said.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So part of it, the dream I get, but part of it I don't get. Like, why? Like William looking at me like it's okay, or the letter. It's like, who was the letter for? I mean,
Mhm.
was it for them? Was it what? What was going on?
Okay. All
So
right.
I don't know.
All right. So what I did, I was pulling some cards when you were talking, and I got here that you were offering the boys nourishment from the one person that would be the more nourishing person in the world, which is their mother, who they haven't been able to be in touch with. So you were giving of yourself and becoming giving a channeled message, really, is what you were channeling through for Diana. And so, Amy, I would say that you may have the power to do channeling. And this is some gift that you may be coming up with. And what I love next is that the next card I got was forgive. And that's exactly what I believe Diana was asking her boys to do. Stop acting like this, forgive each other, and love each other. Life is too short. that kind of thing. And the reason that you may or may not have been chosen for this particular assignment is because you were open to it. And of course, you have a tie with England because you would like to live there. You were planning on living there. So I feel like you have that tie. And somebody else said, and that her death anniversary was also just this weekend. So
True.
that, the timing is, very interesting. But what do you other
And
ladies think?
There
Yeah.
was also another tie. I found out in a past life, and this is actually true. In a past life, I was a member of the royal family.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was one of Henry VIII's cousins,
Okay. Cool. All
but I
right.
wasn't married to him. Thank God.
Yep. Okay. All right. So Teri, what did you, or Diana, what did you guys pick up?
Are you ready, Teri? Go ahead.
Go ahead, honey. I was just starring something.
When right when you started,
Can't find it.
I thought, oh, you've got some sort of a family connection there going on.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yes, I did see volcano eruptions coming. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry.
yeah, it's all right. I picked the card that says sovereign.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And that represents you, but that also represents Diana.
Yes.
The fact that you're channeling her, that she is coming to you to help you get her boys to stop fighting.
Right.
And however it was that she said to you, you have to stop this or this must stop. However she said that, that's how she talked to them when they were little roughhouses and hanging, doing all the naughty things that little boys do in the house. And Teri got into trouble afterwards, after the fact. She probably started coming to you back then.
Yep.
So because you share a passion for taking care of situations, people, things. Think about how you have taken care of your mom so much on your own, and that you are able to manifest. She's coming to you. And the fact that you went to where she hid the box, it might really be there. And there's a bigger story than just a letter to her boys. And it's in that letter. And
you may be able to
get
see
in
that
there
letter
even if I wanted to.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That part really got me. The part about the letter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
There's secrets in that letter.
Rossi said that. More secrets. There's more secrets. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Teri?
More secrets coming out. I love that you channeled her. I mean, I think we're all right there with you that's what happened with that. And going to that apartment that it was all white, that it's like now it looks completely different. It's enlightened now, a place of enlightenment. And it's kind of whitewashed too, isn't it? That past. So anyway, going into that, she wants them to have compassion. So I pulled the card of compassion, for each other. And she wants them to commit to each other. I don't think she necessarily wants them to commit to the crown.
Right.
But definitely to commit to that. And that glitter, I just kept hearing stardust. And we're made of stardust. Right? I mean, our bodies are stardust, so is the earth. So it's like, go back to which you came from.
Right. Unfortunately, though, William is next in line, so I think he's going to.
Oh, he will. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He will. And he's probably going to get it sooner than he thought he would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the next in line is George, so he'll probably wait until George is old enough. So who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Kelly,
But
what
he's
do you,
11 now, so you never know.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I
Kelly,
know
what do
more
you,
about England than people think.
Didn't
Okay.
George almost fall off the balcony the other day, and Catherine and
Wow.
William had to rescue him? He
Maybe.
was standing on the balcony watching a parade, and they were all on the balcony, and he had an accident, somehow stumbled and began to fall over, and they rescued him.
Oh, geez.
What? Oof.
Mm.
Well,
Oh, wow.
well, God forbid if anything ever happened to him, then Charlotte would be next in line.
Mhm.
Charlotte is a
Mhm.
born leader.
That's true.
Charlotte,
Yeah,
I think.
she is.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah. Anyway, I
'Cause-
want Kelly to be
Sorry.
able to weigh in here. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy, no doubt in my mind, you were definitely channeling Princess Diana, and I do get that you've been really having some major activations going on, and so don't be surprised if you just start channeling, not only in your sleep, in your dreams, but you may even start channeling. You might get messages and start channeling people during the day, because I'm getting that this has really been activated in you. I pulled a card and I got closing door, and I think she wants them to close the door on the past. The white room, I get that I get clean, and so I get like she wants a clean slate. She wants them to start over with a clean slate, and then and I get that I pulled the card relax, and I think because you are so relaxed that you were able to come into the situation and handle it diplomatically and to be a voice of reason for them. And I also got nourish as Aley did, and I got that illuminate card too, that you were really shining light and bringing light to the situation that hasn't been so great. And I get that's why you were chosen to do that.
Yep. Wow.
I just feel privileged, you know.
Oh,
I feel
you
like
were
it's an
privileged.
honor.
You were. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were privileged, and they trusted you. And I really think on the astral level that you were having this conversation with these two men. And whether that changes anything, I don't know, but she tried. Diana said, well, I'm going to try through Amy. So there you go, girl. Yeah, you were privileged. That's what.
Good job.
Yeah.
Great job, Amy.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Amazing.
All right. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you,
and
lady.
Congratulations on your new house or your new
Yes,
apartment.
congratulations.
Thank you.
And I love
Thank you.
Yeah.
love the mahogany behind your head. That's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
That's my backboard for my bed.
for her bed. Yeah. That's awesome.
gorgeous.
Okay.
You look awfully regal sitting there with it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
it's my
There you
throne.
go. Thanks, Amy. We'll see you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye, Amy.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. All right. So we've got quite a number of dreams to do, and that was a great beginning. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've actually got some that have multiple postings because the dreamers were so long. But all we can say is how fabulous this whole show just continues to be, with so many more people now remembering their dreams and bringing them here. We couldn't be happier with that. So thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to put up first Lorraine, and then we'll do Rossi's, because Rossi's came in earlier in the week in my email. And so Lorraine said back to her house. Oh, no, sorry. I have to go to this one first. This is the first part. I had another military war-related dream. I was in the yard with my grandson, 2 soldiers in green uniforms with yellow patches carrying guns walked out of the cornfield towards me. I ran back to my house with my grandson, terrified, but I didn't let my grandson know I was afraid. And I got to the porch and then I woke up.
Now, Lorraine had the dream last week with the airplane, right? And we thought she was shot down. airplane was
I
shot
don't.
down
Was
in
that you,
World War
Lorraine?
II.
Yeah.
Was that you, Lorraine?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have that Japanese dream? Or the dream about the airplane with the colors in it? We'll see. Anyway,
Yeah.
this sounds.
Mm.
Yeah, you were afraid to even mention it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lorraine. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. You've got some past life stuff going on here that's just unbelievable. I'm gonna let the ladies tell
Cleaning the
you
house.
what I know. Yeah, yeah. It's like you're reliving all these terrifying situations, and I think you're doing it to heal. I think that's what they're doing. They're saying, "Okay, we got you through the airplane dream. Now let's work on the other stuff." So anyway, ladies, you go right ahead.
Well, do you want to go ahead?
No, you first.
Okay. I think you're just cleaning house, like Alice said. It's like you're going to town, and because it was a past life, I think maybe your grandson was a child of yours or something at that time in this past life that you guys were connected somehow. So I feel like there's some tie there, some cord there. She woke up crying, wishing I'd never mentioned my other dream. No, this is good. This is good. Yeah, you want to go back. This is excellent.
Honey,
when
look
we go
what
into
you're getting. Closure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So going into those shadows and cleaning things up, you're getting inspiration for harmony in your life and wholeness, and you're letting go of the barriers.
Yep. They're not trying to punish you, honestly, Lorraine. They're not.
This is good.
Yeah.
It sometimes feels like we're being punished when we have dreams like that, but Lorraine, please know that you know, the more you can, you know, you can ask your angels and guides to, you know, to back off a little bit if it does get to be too much for you. But, you know, to go back and, you know, I agree with Aley. It is definitely a healing. It is a healing process for you. And I do get that this is a past life too. I pulled the card Forgive. And so I think there's things that probably from the past and maybe in this life that just maybe need to be forgiven, and just keep releasing and letting go of that stuff. And the other card I got was trust. And so, you know, trust these dreams have an important message that, you know, you are on a journey of healing. And but please, if it gets to be too much, ask them to lighten your load a little bit.
Tone it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when a person has these dreams and they're so vivid like that, you wake up exhausted because you've like relived it all in your sleep, and it can get to be a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Lorraine, yes. And yes, you are revisiting your past lives. And it is for the releasing, but it's also for the preparation of what comes next once it's released. We do so much traveling in our dreams that we're not aware of. And I'm pretty sure that last week I had shared that this is my childhood was filled with these dreams because I know I died in Auschwitz. And so I felt like you might have been right there with me. And I still feel that way because the cornfield is what I was running through myself.
Oh, wow.
When the planes were chasing me. So they want you to immerse yourself in this. So,
oh my God, that's the card I got first. Was
there
immerse.
You go. I mean,
yes.
Can you
yes.
So
that was the one I first pulled.
Immerse yourself in this because it will make you and give you the talents of being the scholar you are for the future, for our crazy dreams where we get
and it will give you closure. that you so
Yes.
sorely need. It really will. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I can understand why you would say, oh, I wish I never said anything about it, but it needed to be said, Lorraine.
Exactly. Because if you hadn't shared it with us,
Mhm.
these would still continue, and you wouldn't
Mhm.
know that there's others going through the same thing as you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And
Yeah.
what do scholars do? But they sit and they study. This is the praying mantis. And they can sit for a very long time, not moving except to shift their head back and forth to watch and learn, reading the words on a page in a book where you really flip the paper.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
and at the bottom of I got revisit at the bottom of the dream deck.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yep. Yeah.
it just all comes together, and because I get it. I know exactly what you're feeling.
This is exactly what you've done. She's been saying, please give me my gifts, show me my ability, and your abilities have opened the door for you. Yes. You may be able to do past life work, Akashic Records work. You could do dream work. Yeah. And you probably you may have been repressing these dreams, but you may have also had them in the middle of the night and not remembered you had them because they're in that period of time that we're more deeper in sleep. But this is like your subconscious coming out and saying, all right, are you ready? And it's not a punishment. It's an admonition that you got through this, you got through this, you'll get through it. You'll get through anything. Yeah, I really believe
Yeah, look
that.
at it as a blessing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely a blessing. Yeah, when we clear out that darkness, I mean,
Mhm.
going into that darkness sometimes lifts us up even higher into the light.
It can.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. It can.
yeah.
It was vivid. Yeah, well, it was meant to be remembered, Lorraine, is what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the green in there, the green is healing. You know, the
Mhm.
green is symbolism of Archangel Raphael.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
My thought was when you got to the porch, you woke up, and it could be that they said, we've shown you enough of this lifetime. We don't have to show you any more of this lifetime, the gory details or whatever. Because it could have been that something happened on the porch, but you woke up and you were able to release yourself from that. Because we don't need to go through that. We are, when you do a past life regression, they say to you, you're only viewing this from afar. You're not feeling it. You're not being it, you know. So, yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, Lorraine. I hope this helps heal you and heals anyone else that may have similar situation come to their life.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Rossi's got a very long dream here. So let's read it and we'll talk about it. So early morning after I had woken several times that night, I dreamt my sister was taking me to visit friends. It reminded me of when we visited friends' apartments in New York City. We walked up to the building's entry stairs and it looked large and imposing like buildings in New York City look. My sister was always walking behind me, and then I saw the black apartment door open to us. We walked in there, and there were three women of varying ages. The two older, like sister, and a younger, maybe a daughter. The apartment seemed very small and crowded with furniture. I was invited to sit near the dining room table. My seat seemed elevated in comparison to the rest. The woman that lived there was still standing near the open kitchen where I felt and saw a circular transparent force attacking me. It came from the kitchen directly to me. The middle of this force was more solid than the edges. I tried calling on Archangel Michael, but couldn't get the words or thoughts out. I still felt the energy attack hitting me. I then made myself ground. I think that's the end of it.
That is.
All I can say is, wow, the details here, Rossi, are amazing. Yeah.
Man,
So,
people
ladies, I
strange.
know you were talking about this. Yeah, so go right ahead and jump on in.
Well, so we had gotten some homework from Aley because this letter came in early. And so we had opportunity to read it beforehand. And while I was reading it, I saw this very chiseled, very dark body. Very chiseled chin, very thin. And the darkness was frightening. But behind it, there was this white light that kept fluttering. And what I think that was representing was whatever the energy was in that room, in that house, in the fact that your sister stayed behind you instead of walking with you, that you walked up those stairs alone. It was, Michael was already there. Michael was behind that energy. It was okay that you couldn't say his name because he was already in the room. And that's what I got. So now I need to pull the card to see what goes along with that. Okay, so this is a request. Your request to see Michael. It was already there. You just couldn't see it because the timer hadn't clicked yet, right? When I got that vision, it was so vivid. It was as if it was in the room with me as well. Yeah, they were the weaver of the red tent. So they had other plans for you. One more to see if we can. I don't know. It's a road that is something different than you've ever been on.
Oh,
It's a hidden road. So that's really all I got.
okay.
I pulled a card and
Thank you.
It's really similar. Look at, there's a road on there too.
Yes.
And it says the crossing and it says initiation.
Right. And this,
wow.
just step over that little rock there because it seems like a boulder, but it's really not. And you're on your own path. You're on your own way.
And then there's that ball of light.
Yes.
That's swirling. Because Rossi, the first when I first read it, I was really wondering if you were psychically like attacked. But we found it really interesting that you were always walking ahead before you entered the apartment, and then when you entered the apartment, you were elevated. You were sitting up higher, almost like they wanted to be in the shadow. They wanted you to be front and center. Like they wanted you to be on display. I get that you didn't know these other three people though, right? I'm assuming it was just your sister that you knew. And my first thought was maybe that there was a little bit of maybe some jealousy there, but because you're elevating at such a high pace, Rossi. I mean, you have just made leaps and bounds, and sometimes people they can look at us and go, oh, I wish I was there, or I wish I was at that point, or I wish I had those abilities, or I wish I had your gifts. But I do get, just, and this is kind of just not only for you, Rossi, but it's for all of us in general. I think it's really important with the energy that we're in right now is that we really use extra protection always, 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 always. And I did write down some crystals, and you probably maybe have them, but I got that you could wear them or carry them on you or keep them on your nightstand too. I got like black tourmaline, jet, black obsidian, smoky quartz, malachite, and kyanite would be some really good good ones for you. But after pulling this card, I really get that it was you were crossing the next level, like it was an initiation to bring you up to the next level.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I agree. And
Yeah.
the other three women, the two older women and the younger woman, could have been maiden, mother, and crone.
Ooh.
Because,
Beautiful.
you know, yeah, that's what I got. Anyway, Teri, go ahead, hon.
Okay. I get that you've been approved. You've gotten the approval. Moving on up, Frosty. So, and I love this because there's that chair, and you can barely see it, but there's a cord going to the moon. So you're going through the change, and this is all about flow and moving on. And then I pulled reconnect. So you're reconnecting with Michael, but you're also reconnecting. I like this because it shows the balance, like the space in between where you can make things happen, where you manifest and you witness. Witness and
stretch
awareness.
time.
Yeah, stretch time. Yeah, I love that. So it's wow.
So, and I got create, Rossi. So you create your own reality, and you also work in your dreams, but you're also on your spiritual journey, and so much change in your life from all the things that you've been involved in. And they know that you can receive, and that's why they brought you that. They wanted you to know that you've received kudos. You're on your path. You're on your path. And I think they put you in New York City just because it was familiar to you, and they wanted you to feel comfortable with the familiarity. But yeah.
So that way it wasn't quite so overwhelming.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it was a lucid dream too, don't you think? Because she was standing on the ground and
you told them to stay away, and they went away. Yeah. She did. Yep, she is standing her ground in her dreams. She is. She's not allowing anybody else to influence what she wants in that dream. That's beautiful.
You have
Thanks,
no
Wolfgang.
power here. We should all live by those words. You have no power here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, 2 days later, she said she had her 45 dream, which I'm assuming is Mr. 45. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Wow, Rossi. Very, very detailed. Everybody's sort of envious that you can remember so much, but I reminded everybody in the chat that when you first started, you did not remember your dreams, and you've been working on it. So, I really think that it will come.
We should take a poll. Yeah. How many of you have, oh my gosh, I'm starting to remember, because so many of you have been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
God,
you have.
How many?
Yeah.
Has this been a year and a half now? 2 years?
Wow.
Something like that.
Go back and I've got
I know.
almost every 3 journals, because
we need to have an anniversary dinner. That's right. Yeah.
Potato chips and what?
Dip. Chip and dip. All right. Thank you so much, Rossi. I hope that provided clarity. It should make you feel really powerful, that you are that powerful, and you're realizing it, even though you didn't care for the being pushed by the energy. You stood your ground. You did. So there you go. All right. So Maureen says a couple of weeks ago she dreamt her stepmother passed. It was so real, I woke up crying. Maureen, I had a dream a couple of weeks before my mom passed. I was in a funeral, an old funeral wagon, the black thing, with my brother and my father. And I have 2 brothers, but only one was there, the one that talked to my mother. And I thought one of them was going to pass, because we were sitting up there on the big high seat going down the street. And my mother passed within probably 2 or 3 days. So I bet you woke up crying. And I was like, really stymied. And then when my mother passed, I realized, oh, it was a warning that my mother was going to pass. And we all do pass. And I can understand why it would be upsetting, but it might just help you understand. It was like, to me, it's like, this too shall happen. And there was no time period given to you.
Right.
So that doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow or something. Anyway,
It's like a preparation.
ladies, a preparation.
A
Are you reading
preparation.
my mind?
Because Maureen, I have to say, I just had the same dream like a week or 2 weeks ago of my mom, and it was very disturbing. And typically when I have those dreams, they're too within a couple weeks that person passed, and so I was kind of panic stricken. However, I think sometimes, when we know that they are getting up in age and they're elderly, and especially if there's some bonds there that the universe knows it's going to be a little bit harder on us emotionally, I think it's a way to help us to be able to deal and cope with it when the time happens. And so that's what I think. I did pull a card and I got balance. And so I think there too, it's just to balance that energy of the here and the now, and to help balance that out is why I think you have a dream.
Sure.
Wow.
Teri?
I pulled 4C. So I think that we're kind of all on that. That's, and I feel like this is her. This is her coming to you saying, this is what's going to happen. And don't be surprised at, like, my stepmom used to come to me all the time after she passed. And we were so close to Maureen. And I'd tell her daughters about the dream, and they were like, oh, we haven't had a dream about her yet. But it was nice because I was like, oh, she was dressed in this outfit and she was having fun, and
she knew you would know. Yeah, she knew you would be able to understand it. Yes.
Yeah, it was so nice.
Wow.
Oh.
I got reframe it because maybe you want to spend more time with her now while she's not, and trust in the timing. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Diana. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. And I got soul.
Oh.
And when I saw that, I thought, okay, this is her mom coming to her.
Right.
And then the remember card.
The
remember card.
Wow.
And I just had to go to this deck, and the Story Keeper came out. And so I do believe that this is her giving you opportunity to prepare for whatever the end result of life is for any one of us, because it could be somebody else that's related to your mother as well. That she is the significant person delivering the message about someone else.
True. Yeah.
Oh, and remain calm, just like the magician when he's keeping the cobra and entertaining everybody with the dancing.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just a reminder that life is short, and being together in whatever situation is possible can make a difference. I remember telling my dad, I love you and I want you to know everything, and he says to me, I want you to know that you have always been a wonderful daughter, and that we've always been able to talk, and and he told me all this stuff, and he said, because you need to know you did nothing wrong. Everything you did, we've had a close relationship. Don't worry. When I go, do not have any worry that you didn't do anything, because that's not true. And I remember how comforted I was by that when he did pass. So you can do what you can do.
Right. It's a whole lot different when we're adults talking to our parents, right? Oh,
yeah.
That
yeah,
card-
well, and I just pulled this card, Immerse, Maureen, and just kind of like what Aley said is, maybe this is an opportunity for you to immerse yourself and hear those stories, hear those stories about, your husband, when he grew up, and those special stories that she could share while she's still here.
Yeah.
And so, that last card I got was Immerse.
That goes
That's
right
great.
with that story keeper card that I pulled.
Right.
Now's the time to get to know her as an adult.
Yeah.
I have to say that one of the things that I believe is that people fear death and dying. And I've always, in my classes, even with young people, asked them to watch things and see things from that perspective, because society, it's a big taboo to talk about it and to, bring it up and all that. And so I think at some point, I need to have at least a show about it, because I really do believe that it's helpful, because we all go through it. Yeah.
I think that'd
really
be great,
helpful.
Aley.
Yeah. Yep. She may be your stepmom, but she's your mom. There is no step. We understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's only love,
I guess.
right?
Yeah.
It's only love. Yeah. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much for sharing that, Maureen. Okay, this is a riot. Julie Moon says she had a dream 2 days ago. Diaper Dawn dissipated right in front of me. His head was smoking in. The just gone, I looked at the ground and he turned into a penny. Well, that's about all he's worth now.
I pick up pennies because the messages from my mom. We're gonna check to make sure.
Nobody's gonna, and
not
nobody
got
picks
done.
up pennies either anymore. And so
They get kicked around by everybody but me, because those
Oh
are
my
messages from my
God.
mother. I gotta make sure Don's face isn't on it.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Oh my
oh, that's so thank you for the humor. I mean,
God.
not
When
for
you
some
said-
people, I'm sure. Dawn wouldn't like it, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
Teri?
you sounded just like him at one point while you were talking. It was like, oh my God, you sound like Ben Meiselas imitating him.
That's amazing. I love it, Julie. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
I- I-
hilarious.
it is
I think it's
amazing.
very
I definitely
apropos.
would want to pick up that penny.
Yeah. Don't pick it up. And it just reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, when the water gets thrown on her, she starts to melt. Well, Don is always about his money, everything, grifting, and he's not even worth a nickel.
He's down to a
He's not-
penny.
he's only worth a penny.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh my
they're leading with love and from the Democratic side, and instead of fear and hate.
Right.
And so it's like, yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
melt. That's going to melt him.
He will melt about it, because
His,
he doesn't
his,
understand.
his
No.
favorite poll is like the worst one that always has him on top. And right now they've got Kamala ahead of him by 1 point.
And I
Whatever
hate the
that-
polls, because they always don't tell anyway.
Well, yeah. Was
but
it
yeah.
Russo
That
or
has to
something
irk
like
him.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that has to irk him, definitely. Thank you, Julie Moon. Wonderful. Thank you. It brought some levity in as well.
Thanks
Yeah.
for those giggles.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Right. Good name, Roxy. She likes the
Yeah.
name for him.
Yeah.
Don Old Trump.
Yeah.
Donald. Yes. So, Leah, you have an image come to mind that Source decided to settle all the doubt and have everything ever worshipped morph into, say, a big eyeball with wings. Then we can all have unity consciousness.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I love that. Especially
It reminds
Oh,
me. Go ahead, Teri. Go ahead, Teri.
oh, no, I was just going to say, isn't there a sacred geometry or a sacred design that has the eye with the wings? What is that? Is that Egyptian?
Oh,
Atlantean?
it could be. It could be.
I've seen it
Reminds me of
before.
Monsters Inc. with the big eye. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are getting something like that. I was just looking to see if I had one of them here, but it's a little
Oh.
bit different, but it's that, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Well,
the Eye of Horus, Anya says.
reconnect.
Oh.
Aha, I
Wow.
love it.
So are you pretty much saying that, Kelly, that she saw what your gift is what you're saying?
Leah, yep. Have you been teleporting? Because yeah, they're well, they're right there in those bags, and it is like a big eye, and it's
Uh-huh.
it kind of comes out and it looks like it has wings.
right?
Yep. Leah also wanted to know how you felt, aside from still healing, how you felt about India, how you felt
Oh,
about it.
Leah, it was an absolute incredible country. I mean, I've never been treated so well. I mean, even by family members. I mean, they treated us like royalty. It was unbelievable. I mean, you know, I my stomach kind of got icky when I was there, and the chef literally came out of the kitchen and he asked me what I needed, and I said, I think I need some like chicken soup. I said just some chicken broth. And I said, do you have anything like that back in the kitchen? He goes, no. He literally went back into the kitchen, made me chicken broth with some ginger for my stomach. And it was just, it was just incredible. I mean, they went above and beyond to make us feel at home.
Awesome.
And, you know, I'm glad to be home, but it was a very loving country. I mean, they took really good care of us, and it just stinks. I had to get the C word on the way home, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. My energy just kind of, my stamina, I guess, isn't as great as it was, but it'll come back.
It'll get there. Yeah. That's good.
Thank you, Leah. That was very nice of you.
All right.
I got to reflect.
Oh, reflect.
And when you look in someone's eyes deeply, you can see the reflection.
You can see
Not
their
just
soul
the light,
too. Yeah.
but sometimes your own eye looking back at you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
I looked it up and it said all knowing and all seeing, which I thought was really beautiful. Yeah.
And we're seeing that in the community, aren't we? We're seeing these people go through these experiences that it's like they've been waiting their whole life for, and all of a sudden I've seen more people say, oh, well, you know, I found this show and I wasn't really looking for it, but it's just exactly what I need. And, you know, there is more of that, more of those synchronicities coming up. So whatever show, I don't mean just this show, but whatever show they need, whatever message they need, they're finding it and they're growing from it. That's great. Thanks, Teri.
Yeah.
All right. Hypnicity was dreaming of a big butterfly landing on and sleeping on your pillow. Yesterday, I woke up across the top of my bed. What's up with that? Oh my!
What were you listening to?
What was that? What was that? Where the guy turns into a bug? There's a book about that. Oh my God. Anyway, go ahead and say what you have to say. I'll see if I can find out what it is. Yeah.
Immediately, I heard Sly and the Family Stone. You were dancing. And then I heard the song, dancing, dancing.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're a dancing machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got Earth Star activation. So, you know, obviously the butterfly comes from the earth, and that it was actually an activation that you had. But then also the butterfly is also transformation. So, you know, is there something in your life right now that is changing and whatnot? And it's just you had the dream to kind of remind you that, you know what, if you're in the process of the transformation, you always come out as the butterfly. But I also get it was an Earth Star activation.
Wow. I pulled remembering, because I think that's what it's all about, right? Remembering what we already know and the divine order. So hypnicity, I feel like, a metamorphosis. I love that.
Ooh, I like that too. Yeah.
Kafka wrote that book, The Metamorphosis, and
Ah.
it's about a man who turns into a fly. Even though I know you were, but it was a butterfly dream, but it just brought me into that. Yeah, go ahead.
So every time I get this card, I think of it as I witch, even though it's the number one card. But the witch, which you're working very hard at stepping into your magic and your third eye opening and the top of your head getting taller.
Yeah.
So the witch was off on an adventure.
Yeah. There you go.
Definitely.
I love it. Yeah.
Wow.
And next time you'll be able to remember where you went, where it was you were dancing, what you morphed into.
All I'm getting is a hookah, you know, like the caterpillar. Is it the caterpillar smoking the hookah?
Hookah, smoking caterpillar. I'm giving you the call.
Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Oh, I figured you'd like that one too, Hypnicity, since it was a hookah, you know. It brings back the old days, you know, maybe the old days.
They're popular again.
Yeah.
They are. That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Why
I bought my
not?
son
Yeah.
one for Christmas. I bought him a hookah, and they used it for different flavors, I guess, of tobacco or Turkish type of thing or something. So it isn't just pot. I don't believe. I think
No.
you can use it for other things too.
Yeah.
It's for hashish.
Yeah. For hashish,
Oh.
yes. Oh God. Oh, thanks, Wolf Girl. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah.
Aw.
5 a.m. comes early. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
goodness gracious.
Yeah. All right. So the part that Kaylee put in this, and thank you, Kaylee. The part you remember, you were at an airport waiting for a flight somewhere, and then you're told by a security person something's going on, you have to leave. An alarm goes off, and everyone is sent through a set of doors. I go through the doors, and first thing I see is a baby leopard. So I pick it up and take it with me. I'm like, I still need to get to my destination, so I will bring it with me. So I remembered and end up at home and decided to secure it in a big Rubbermaid container in my car. Meanwhile, I opened the door to the house to grab some things, but the doorway is filled up with piles of stuff, food, pantry stuff. So I start sticking things in the car as I tried to get into the house. And I woke up before I got in the house. I know in my destination was the East Coast. Oh, okay. Another question. All right. We'll get to that. Yeah. A leopard.
That's a leopard changes his spots, right? A leopard becomes black.
Can change his spot. Yeah. Okay.
And
but
all
she's
of this
on
stuff was
flight.
keeping you from getting in. They sent you back. You went home. You were blocked from getting in your door. So what are you needing to release and unpack? And you know,
there's lots of delays. Yeah.
Delays,
to
donations,
get to the
all this stuff has to. This has to go before you can do that.
Yep.
To clear the clutter to make room for the new, because otherwise the delays are just going to keep happening. And I'm getting releases too, and that I pulled the card. I got remember, and so did you get that card too?
Well, no, but this is good.
and so I think you're going to start remembering what it is exactly that you need to let go of and release and right now for all of us, you know, we're coming into the fall, and so the spring and the fall is always a good time just to clear out any extra stuff. And the other card I got was to surrender. So if there's the stuff that you've been holding on to that you're having a hard time letting go of, they're saying to surrender. And sometimes just throwing your arms up in the air and just saying, you know what, I surrender to it, you know, I'm on your timeline, and just to let it go. And lastly, Kaylee, I got gratitude and end it in gratitude that I'm so grateful.
You know, can I just show these cards because they,
Yeah.
they meld into yours so well. So
I love it.
right? This card is freedom. All of that stuff is tagging you down. You can't have the freedom that you approve of if you don't clear the clutter first. Oh my gosh.
Right?
I love you guys
Oh,
so
wow.
much.
Mhm.
The chatter too.
Mhm.
And Aley, I'm glad you looked that up. Leopards
Yeah.
are symbols of power, strength, and confidence and stealth. So I get this is all about you being on your spiritual path and spiritual growth.
Yes.
Kelly, it's like all of a sudden you just got to let go of some extra things. And I think we're all being asked to do this. It's like we think that we've gotten rid of everything, all the old stuff, but something might come back to you that you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about her or them or that situation. I need to forgive, because you're going to the land of enchantment. So
I love
I
it.
don't know.
Oh, and, you know, I just thought of in the Mayan calendar and astrology that is used with that. It is we just came out of the white leopard wave.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I love this, Rossi. She's adding more responsibilities when she takes
Yeah.
the leopard.
Oh my
And
god.
then she
Mhm.
gets home and she's got the door is just all these responsibilities. She has to move this to get in. And now you've added to that. You've got to cut back on some of the things
They're
that
saying
you're
enough.
trying to do. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Wow.
Wow. Beautiful.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Thanks, Kaylee. Thank you so much, my dear.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Let me just move out what I don't need. All right. So I have Amanda Carroll, Debbie, 3 Shifting Veils. If you want to, yeah, you did put it up, Debbie. Okay. CJ. And another question from Fogo Pogo, Sherry, Jen Bowles. Okay, we'll get to you, Jen. All right. Amanda. If everybody doesn't know, Amanda's one of her friends who has a channel here. His name is Dante, and he's a very spiritual guy, and she's good friends with him. So she had a busy party dream. Dante was there. I saw a bright yellow dog. Saved a creature that was not meant to be in the pool, like an axolotl. I don't know what that is. Okay. Then a weird, bright yellow pig guy, a big chaotic, but I kept moving along. All right.
She might have meant Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, maybe. I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what.
But it sounds to me like she just has all this chaos going. Is that what you're seeing? Because she said chaos, and she's moving through the chaos because she says she kept moving. But wow, saved a creature.
Oh, Kelly says that's like a water salamander, an axolotl. What blah blah blah.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh.
Axolotl.
Wow.
Axolotl. Oh.
Axolotl.
A
Okay.
little mini Quetzalcoatl. Which I may not be saying that correct either.
A yellow pig guy. Go ahead.
I pulled a card and I got calm. So in the midst of all that chaos, Amanda, I'm getting that you bring calm to the party. And I also got for C, so I don't know if he is planning on having a party and whatnot, but I get that you will bring calm to the party. And I also got closure. And so I don't know
Oh.
if maybe if maybe you being at the party and just illuminating your calmness and because even the color yellow, when a person thinks about it, it's a very calm
Uh-huh.
color, and there was all the yellow references in that dream, and so
Yeah.
I'm getting to be the calm at the party, and then I got foreseen closure.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
I got promise of the future. So it's kind of
Oh.
like you're here and you're like the fool, getting ready to jump off into that portal. And
Yes.
there's all that enchantment going on. All that, like,
Yes.
we all live in a yellow
Yes.
submarine kind of deal.
Yes.
Everything's floating by you. Yellow dog.
Yeah.
It's part of your spiritual
Uh-huh.
quest, Amanda. And that's what I'm
I get
getting.
the same thing. I'm getting
Oh
your
my God.
patience is paid off, and look, there's the pool,
Yeah.
and commit to this path because your patience is paying off. You're learning from Dante. You're learning from
Mhm.
the animal kingdom, and you're also learning to stay calm in the midst of all the chaos. And we need people to hold space for us like that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I got the selkie,
Uh-huh.
right? And what does the selkie
Yeah.
do but on shore and drops her robe? And in so doing, you bared your soul, but you were able to nourish everybody else. So just what Kelly had said about you having calmed things down and brought people home, right? That just all of that just goes together. And at the very end, we're standing in gratitude, right? And the fact that you're the selkie dropping your robe, most salamanders, if they break their tail, they grow another one.
Mhm.
So that's another thing, like the selkie, she can drop the skin, come on shore and be a human, and then at the end of the day or time, sometimes she's on shore for 100 years, she can put her skin back on and get back into the water.
And then she says in the dream, I said to Dante, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Italy." And he said, "I'm here waiting." And no, he said, "I'm here." And he was smiling and dancing. So he was showing you how he could bilocate? Is that the word?
Sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Quantum leaping.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Parallel lives.
Good
Yeah.
night, Mary.
Yeah. Good night, Mary. Wowee.
Buenas noches.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3 left. And
Okay.
anybody that has to go, please, thank you for being here. It's been wonderful. I know this is late on the East Coast, so much love to you all. It's even late in the Central Time Zone, I'm sure. So I had a dream I met an archangel. Wow. Then I'm sure you did, CJ.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
okay.
They're everywhere.
It says
right?
to prepare. They were there to prepare you. And they were there asking you to remember. You lifted up your chair and you were face to face. Oh, how beautiful.
Right?
How beautiful. He's preparing you for contact. Yeah.
I got purpose, that they came on purpose. And my second card was request. And I find that very beneficial because, with our angels, they're with us. But however, this is an archangel. So this is a more powerful one. And we can reach out to archangels and ask them, just as we can our regular angels, for help or for assistance in anything, but we have to request it. So I'm getting that the purpose was for you to remember to request whatever it is that you need to make a request for them and ask. And and then sit back and observe, because they're going to be leaving you signs and messages through feathers and music and nature, birds and whatnot, and just observe CJ, and they'll be showing you the signs too, and they can be answering the questions that you may have for them too.
Wow. When you were talking about leaving them signs, I pulled another card, and it was harmony. So I think inspire. I think they're going to be leaving you, or like listen to what plays on the radio, or when you walk into a shop, what's playing. I think they're going to send you messages like that. And look at that angel's carrying that other angel. So I feel like that's you, and it's like new friends coming in, trustworthy friends.
Yes.
So it's like the whole thing's changing. And then I pulled one of my favorite angels, Archangel Azrael, who helps with transformation, CJ. So thank you, Zadkiel. Oh, it's Zadkiel. It's not Azrael. He's my other favorite.
Well,
Anyway.
you believe he was wearing a white robe with a gold crown around his forehead? That's beautiful.
Wow.
And remember, you also have regular angels that are with you, guardian angels. Diana, you...
Yeah. You guys.
Okay.
These are great, always great to be with you. Okay. He was letting you know that your ego is healthy. It's in a healthy place.
Yep.
So he wants you to observe. And that was when he raised you up, lifting you up to be at eye level with him, because that sovereignty that we allow angels, we hold in our own hearts and souls when our ego is healthy. And, this is the second time for this card tonight. So that, CJ, that's terrific. That's a lot. Oh my gosh. You said.
Yeah, you are ready for this, CJ.
Did you say something about yellow? Because look, the divine master.
Wow.
With the angel wings
Beautiful.
behind him, all dressed in yellow. Oh, he had a crown for you, right?
A crown of gold. Crown of gold, yeah. Yep.
But Amanda Carroll had the yellow, so that kind of is a theme.
Okay.
Yeah, witnessing awareness. You're right, Annie. I really think so. It's like all of these symbols and signs and things that come in your dreams are saying, we know you're on the path now. We know you're doing the work. Be proud of yourself for doing the work that you're doing, that you finally are aware of this. And this is all from you. And that's, it's nobody else. It's you. And we're here to connect. And they are there to connect with you. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So Debbie at 3 Shifting Veils awoke at 2:59, the witching hour. As I was trying to go back to sleep, my colors disappeared. They were replaced by tiny lines of all colors and so many shapes, vibrating with different frequencies. And a voice asked if I accepted. I said yes, and then I went to sleep, but I don't know what I agreed to.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering, because that was all I saw was that part right there. I don't know what I agreed to. Well, may I just say what I think it is, because that sounds like everything every night practically that I see when it comes to this light board and coding and lights going everywhere and sequencing. And Kelly has shown up many times to be a coder in my dreams. You have agreed to go on missions for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I get to. That she now has agreed to be a coder.
Yep.
Doing light codes.
Light codes.
Light codes. Yep.
And they would come around that time of the day, because that's the thinnest veil between 3 and 4 a.m. So, Teri?
Yeah, what they said, 100%. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
I get it.
You're balancing the universe, darling. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. See, everybody's getting a different message, but they're all the same. It has to do with being on your path and doing the work you came here to do.
Mhm.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing, Debbie. Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, be careful what you agree to in the middle of the night. At least you remembered you had an experience that said that. I've been watching. I'm on the third season of The Discovery of Witches, and it's on Netflix. I didn't watch it, and so I watched season 1 and 2 from the past, and I'm watching season 3. And the woman is a witch, and in season 3, she's taking these threads and she's making. Oh my God! It's so much like what we're doing here.
It
with
is,
light
isn't
coding.
it? I mean,
Yes.
in
It's
in
very good.
in my
very good.
witching practice, that's what I've been doing since, that first little coven
Okay.
when I was 18.
Yeah. She's a time weaver, I believe. This witch is in the show. It's a very good show if you're
It's
interested. I thought
very
so
good.
anyway. Yeah.
It's
Discovery
very
of Witches.
good.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, yeah.
Wheel of Time, they do that too.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I
Ah,
haven't been able to watch
that's
that one yet, but
Oh,
it's a lot
that's
of fun. It
another one
sounds
you're gonna
yeah.
love.
Okay. All right.
We've been watching Dark Skies on Netflix, and that's pretty good.
That's it.
Is it really?
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Sally. It's on Netflix and it's called A Discovery of Witches is the name of it. Oh, it is based off a book series. Oh, you're listening to it. Oh, you're welcome, Lorraine. Much love to you, my dear. Yeah. You're hearing the Mission
Thank you,
Impossible
Annie.
song.
Thank you.
All right. So Jen Bull's roommate is Sherry, her best friend. Her daughter just came out with a panicked look on her face and said she woke up and couldn't move and was screaming, but nothing was coming out. She had massive pressure around her head, and she finally moved and could get out of the room. I told her to believe she was out of her body and was coming back to her body and woke up too soon, that she is safe. What do you all think? She's 19. And she was eating candy before bed about an hour ago. I think her blood sugar is good. Wow. Well, of course, I'm going to give the caveat that, that this entertainment purposes only. We're not medical people, and that maybe if she continues to have this issue, she should definitely have that checked out. So I'm going to just say that. And then here I'm going to let these ladies see what they think. Yeah.
You want to dream? Eat
I know
ice
you
cream
know
before you go to bed.
Yeah. It's like a spaghetti dream in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she could have been traveling as well. Right?
Yeah.
But
She
all
could
of
have,
that,
like you said. Yeah.
right. She came back too soon because she was in a low blood sugar state and needed to get up and get some orange juice in herself so she could put her back together.
Yeah.
I got transition that it was like a transitional period, but when she got back into her body, it was like I pulled the card reconnecting. She was reconnecting to her body. I also got the intuition card. So her intuition is obviously really, really increasing, but I get it was almost like an out of body experience. And sometimes when we're having those dreams, we do kind of have that sleep paralysis where, we want to scream, we want to talk, and we can't. Yeah. And astral traveling. But I got that. Yeah. She went, it was a transition, and she had to reconnect to her body.
Right.
Oh.
The cards I had gotten was that she was in a surrender state out there astral projecting, right? But she had the strength to come back. She did pull herself back together. So yeah.
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 Um,
Go ahead, Teri.
Oh, okay. I got nourish. So
Mhm.
know that she's always taken care of. Like, and I would have her just tell her guides, I'm not messing around like that again because they'll listen. They will listen. But be forgiving
Yeah.
to them. I mean, they're just taking her up and away and, having fun. And she's traveling. She's doing a lot of stuff.
She
These
is.
kids are
Yeah.
coming in
She is.
so hot right now, like in that age group, the 20, the 30, the
Oh,
teens, just out of this world. And they're
She's
creators.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
creators. They're
mhm.
already creating
Yeah.
everything.
And she sees aliens. So this is, I have to show you this card because it was one of the cards underneath the second card I pulled. Well, I started shuffling and it just said, no, you got to show this card.
Ponder.
It's ponder. So
I got
ponder,
reflect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
there,
Ponder and
there
reflect.
you go.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
all these things can be true at one time for sure.
Yes.
And no candy before bed.
None.
Right? None.
Orange juice is acceptable.
Right. Right. Wow. All right. We're going to just, Jen, I hope she's okay. Of course, I know I trust you to know when the time might come where she'd have to ask to go have someone look at her, but make sure she's doing her protection, especially if she's astral traveling. Make sure she's got herself protected because little things pick up also out there when you're astral traveling. So you want to make sure you're okay doing that. I'm just going to bring this up. We're almost done. It's been almost an hour and a half, and we usually don't go this long. But Donna, when you had a meditation to meet your spirit guide, a silver alien was there with a purple orb. Hey, honey, you got spirit guides that are from all facets of life. Yeah,
There you go.
I really believe
Surfing with the alien. Yeah.
That's amazing,
go.
Donna.
Yeah.
And they too
You
are
might
like
also
angels.
Yeah, they are. They are. They are. And you may also get animals that come in that are your guides as well. Just so you know. Teri, any thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of my spirit guides are from other planets, other species, and
Awesome.
they're very highly evolved. And some of them are shapeshifters. So sometimes your dragon will turn into Kali or something. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you everybody for your questions, for sharing your dreams and visions and so forth with us tonight. This is I'm so glad that that's happened the first time ever. You're welcome. Thanks for being here, and thanks for joining us. We're here every Tuesday night, starting at 6 o'clock Pacific, which is 8 o'clock Central and 9 o'clock Eastern time. Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we love doing the show, and we love that so many people come and share with us. She's back to sleep. Good. Call in Archangel Gabriel. There you go. Yeah.
And I like candy before bed too, Jen. So I'm right there with her. I'm eating chocolate before I go to bed.
There you go. There you
but
go.
Our hormone level is not the same as a 19-year-old's.
Exactly.
That's very true. It's very true. It's very
true.
Well, everybody, sweet dreams. Much love. We'll see you next week.
Dreams.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.